Hello, everybody. This is Faris.
And this is Flournoy, and welcome to another episode of Conversations with the Homecare Guyz. Oh, you know what, Faris? We are super excited about this show today, man. You know, tell the audience what we got going on.
Well, hey, if you're a leader, a manager, an aspiring leader, whatever you are, you have to tune into this show because we're talking about the 5 levels of leadership. You're going to learn what it actually takes to be a leader, but also the different levels in leadership, Caleb. So it's exciting, man.
Exactly. Well, tell me about your week. How's your week been so far?
Man, this week has been amazing. Been doing a little shopping. I know we're finishing up a couple projects, so I cannot wait to do the sneak peek of the new event center. We have a brand new name we're gonna be rolling out as well. So we've been doing a little shopping for that. Putting the lipstick on the pigs, per the say. Well, they're not a pig. Putting the lipstick on this beautiful emphasis that we created, man. So that's why I'm excited, man.
Well, I'm excited about that too. It looks great. You know, you gave me a walkthrough today with our contractor, and you know with the DJ area, that's gonna be nice. The floors are beautiful. The kitchen looks undescribable. It looks amazing. So like, Milledgeville, surrounding counties, you are going to love. You are in for a treat. You're going to love the new event space here in Milledgeville.
Yes.
That's going to be a beautiful. So how's your family? How's everything going with Mel and the kids?
Everything's coming on well. The kids are back in school, so thank God. Like, shout out to any parents who are homeschooling, any single parents who's doing this alone. Shout out to all you all because this is hard work. I think the week before last, both of my kids and myself, we all tested positive again for COVID, but with no symptoms. We're asymptomatic. So we ended up having to go away for a few. We left Mel alone at the house, and we went away for at least about 5 days. And just being able to hold all that down by myself, again, shout out to the parents that are doing this alone, because I couldn't do it. I probably could, but I wouldn't want to do it alone because that's hard work.
What are some of the activities that you guys did? Did you all did you cook a meal every day, or did you do a lot of fast food? What did you do? We were supposed to do Taco Tuesday. We did Taco Friday because it was a couple days off. We went and spent too much money on fast food, so I went grocery shopping. I said we're not eating any more fast food, so we had some little home meals that we did. I didn't go through and check up on the homework like I should have. It was like I was just so tired every night. Like 10 o'clock, I wanted everybody to go to bed. We have a 1-year-old, so he had so much energy. I'm like, where did he get this energy from? It's not like both Melanie and myself, we're really chill and laid back individuals, but he has the energy of a lion. Like, it's ridiculous. And so, but we tried to do something. We made it through the week. I'll tell you that. We made it through the week, man. How's everything on your end, man? My week has been amazing. Just actually getting back prepared. You know, I play tennis every Sunday, and so I did end up losing. So I was 4-1. Wow. Well, I was 4-0 with my partner Midori, and so now I'm 4-1 now. Wow. So we lost yesterday, man, with a team. They beat us 6-4, 6-3.
Were they really good?
They were good.
Or did y'all underplay?
No. We were hitting the balls back and forth. They were just really consistent. They were really consistent with it. I would say that we play mixed doubles, and so the man really had, he had good shots and good power. So we just kept trying to get to the lady. But the lady, she would just return it back to you. I was like, oh my goodness. I said, Midori, listen, we just need to pray on this one.
Oh man.
we ended up losing that match, but it's just good to be back in. I'm going to practice on Wednesday though. Nice. I'm going to go practice on Wednesday because I was out.
What is the ultimate goal? Like, do y'all have this? Is it year round? Do y'all go to a championship round, or what do y'all normally do?
So every season there's a season. So we're in a winter season now, and so every season we you can make playoffs. And so ultimately the goal, I wish I had my tennis bag, because we have like little medallions that you can put on your bag to say you're a winner. You're a winner of a different division. And so like the more medallions, it's like more bragging rights. But ultimately, you get published. I think you get published in some kind of newspaper or article, something like that. But then you get your medallion. And so just different seasons. So the winter season will end probably late February. And then you'll go into your spring season probably in late March. And so then you go your summer and then your fall. And so it's year-round tennis in Atlanta for the outer season, but you have different bragging rights, and you become a winner in your division.
That's awesome, man. Like, it's good to see you involved in something that you really genuinely love. I know you've been playing tennis for a number of years. You and your brother as well. Our brother, y'all played for a number of years. And so, man, but it's good to see you pick it up, and it's not just a pastime. It's like something that you really take it serious.
I love it. It's my outlet. It's my outlet. Everybody has some kind of outlet that especially if you don't have an outlet, you need to have an outlet. And so that's my outlet. That's my outlet, just to kind of relax, put my hair, lay my hair out, which I don't have any hair, but just pretty much just kind of relaxing and just having a fun time. And that's my fun moment that I give to myself. That's my selfish moment. I'm going out in the tennis court, no distractions.
Wow.
I'm a sweat, have a great time. Yeah.
Man, that's amazing, brother. Well, hey, let's jump into our conversation today, man. This is a conversation where we are currently actually receiving some amazing coaching from the Surge Group. Shout out to the Coach Tony Rodriguez,
yes,
and the entire Surge organization. And this is something we want to bring back to our family, our Homecare Guyz family, things that we're learning, because again, we want to share. And so one of the things that we were going over, I think last week or a few weeks ago, was the 5 levels of leadership. How many of you actually knew that there were 5 levels of leadership?
I didn't. I didn't know until Coach Tony was going over those levels of leadership. I did not know it was 5. And then when he got to a point, I started to kind of pinpoint where I was in the leadership. So it was quite interesting.
Yeah.
Did you know it was 5 levels?
No, I knew John Maxwell wrote a book called The 5 Levels of Leadership, and I think I read it many years ago, but it really didn't start clicking. Sometimes you can read something and it doesn't click into that right moment.
Right.
And so the right moment was when we went through and revisited it a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, wow, now I see where I am in the leadership levels for different people and at different points in my life as well, because it does not necessarily mean that you're stuck at a level. And so I think this is really good. So Caleb, we're going to go through and unpack the 5 levels of leadership. So guys, once you go through and actually get your pen and paper, this is one of those ones you want to kind of do a self-evaluation to go through and see, where do you see yourself? And I'll be curious if you ask your team or your family, where do they see yourself with them as well in these leadership?
That's a good thing. I think that would be important. So you evaluate yourself to see where you are. Yes. And then you ask maybe 3 people, where do you see myself in leadership?
Yep.
And then you pretty much kind of give a rundown and start the conversation.
Exactly. And so again, this is for leaders. Like, managers and leaders are 2 different things. That's a whole nother conversation, Kayla. And so let's go through and talk about the first level. The first level of leadership is the lowest level. So if you think about leadership going up a stairwell, the lowest level of leadership is positional leadership. A positional person means they got hired on just because they got hired on and they're running it as a positional leader. That means they're not influencing anybody. They got hired on this. They're the manager.
Right.
They're the one that's in charge. And that's what people do. They respect them for just because they're in charge. Nothing more, nothing less. Who's the boss? You're the boss. That's it.
Right. So it's based on that leader. I like this little note that you put down. Your influence will not extend beyond the lines of your job description. The longer you stay at this level, the higher the turnover, the lower the morale, and the lower the production. So I thought that was great as well.
Yeah.
Hey you, do you know of a child or have a child with a disability that may need in-home care services? Hi, my name is Antoinette Hoskins. I'm a Gap Care Coordinator here at Prime Care Home Care. I specialize in providing in-home pediatric care for disabled children in the comfort of their homes. If you or someone that you may know may need assistance at zero cost to you, please do not hesitate to give me a call at 470-661-5309. I also service counties from Douglasville all the way to Bonaire, Georgia. Again, contact number is 470-661-5309.
I remember in high school working and getting a job at McDonald's, and I could see now those managers that were there were more so positional leaders. And the reason why I say that is because there were a whole lot of turnover. Okay, we only respected them because of their position, and a lot of them really didn't get into the everyday, like, assisting us with trying to motivate us.
Correct.
As we go through the other different leaderships, you'll see some of the people are there because of their experience or how they're treating the staff. I could see that definitely that experience there were more so positional leadership.
Exactly. And the positional leader, this is somebody who kind of try to lord over people. Like, you know what? Hey, I'm the one that writes your paycheck.
I'm your boss. Yeah.
I'm your boss. I'm writing your paycheck. Oh, I can get rid of you any day now.
Oh, yeah. They said that all the time. They said that all the time. I was like, oh, my goodness gracious. If you want to get rid of it, listen, I was making $725 anyway. So what you want to do? What you want to do? I'm sorry. That was a flashback.
But those are, and these are people that you like, again, they're not highly respected. They're there by position.
Right.
They may have been really skilled at doing their job and they were promoted to that position, but not as the leader. And people don't view them as the leader as well. So again, that's the lowest level of this hierarchy is positional leadership.
Yeah.
And one thing you don't want to do is, yes, when you go up the leadership level, yes, you may have a position, but you don't want to stay there for too long.
Right.
You want to go through, yes, that's my position, but you want to go through and go to that next level as well.
And one thing, even if you identify yourself at this leadership level, you can always get out of that. And so at least you know where you are, and so you need to know where you can achieve to go.
Yes.
So positional leadership is the first step. Let's talk about number two. Number two is permission relationships.
Yes.
Leadership. Yep. So permission relationships are people follow you because they want to.
Yes.
You know, people don't follow you just because you have a position, but they follow you because you're a genuine person. They want to follow you. Let me read this side note and then we can dive into this a little bit more. It says, people will follow you beyond your stated authority. This level allows you to work, allows work to be fun. Watch out. Staying too long on this level without rising will cause highly motivated people to become restless. And I totally agree with that, Faris, because once you get people to follow you, okay, if you don't challenge them, they're going to be like, okay, they can become restless. They're going to be like, well, I need to do something else. I love this person. This person's a cool person, but it's not challenging enough. I don't feel like I'm growing.
Wow.
And so that's a position. It's better than a positional leadership. It's better than just saying, well, I'm your boss and you got to come here. But once they want to be there and want to have a great time, what are you doing next to keep them motivated?
Permissive leadership is, again, it's permission. It's going through and saying, well, hey, you are my leader. And not, okay, well, that's my leader. No, it's you are my leader. Like, this is a relationship that's being built. And it hinges on the relationship. It really hinges on the relationship. It's allowing you to start working together. In a relationship, no one has a relationship by themselves when you come together. Now, this is where permission is. You're giving permission to lead them, and I think this is a part of the relationship, part of leadership where trust is built, because that person, the individuals that are on your team, people that are following you, they trust you to lead them to the next level. It's a lot of trust and relationship right there, and I think this is better than just being a positional leader, but this is just only the foundation to the next level as well. And I think that's one thing is, as you go through and actually evaluate yourself as we go through and talk, let's go through and see, okay, am I a positional leader? Am I a permissive one? This is where the team can go through and kind of, they're building that trust up with you. Or am I going to the next level? And the next level, which is the third position, is the production-based leader. This person right here knows how to motivate the people.
Yes.
This person know how to get the job done. Like, they know how to get the job done, hands down. They're the go-to person. They're going to motivate individuals. They're the person where, yes, the relationship is built and they have a little bit more influence as well. And this is where leadership is really getting good, because now that you have a great team, you have trusted people on your team, now you can start getting the job done. That's when production is going to go up. That's when you're going to go through and see a lot of things happen as well. I
like production leadership because production leadership is people follow you because of what you have done for the organization, your production. I like this side note. Success is sensed by most people. They like you and what you do. Problems are quickly fixed because of momentum.
Yes.
Okay. Momentum. And so what I feel that is a production or production leader is based on what you have done for the company, based on the growth levels that you have given that company. People are going to follow you because of that.
Yep.
You know, I'm always amazed, especially as these are what I call production leaders, especially Faris as CEOs, when we identify someone that has changed a part of the organization and has it changed it from policy and procedures to revenue, and we move this person from one department to another, and then they easily become successful, and people still follow them. Those are your production leaders. I can move you from HR to over pediatrics, and people are still going to follow you because you have the leadership, you have a proven record that says that, if you follow me, I know what I'm doing in order to achieve the goal. Wow. Those are your production leaders.
And it's so important, Caleb. Like, one thing when it comes to production leaders, it's so important to let them go ahead and lead, because they're going to get the job done.
Yes.
They're going to have the team. Everyone's going to be rallied behind them to get the job done because they see the end results. And I think that's so important, because once they go through and actually once they transition from that production-based leader to the next level, then this is the sweet spot, Caleb. This is what I really love. I love the people development leader. That's you right there. That's me. The people development, this is where, yes, you've already proven yourself to show that you can go through and run departments. Yes, you already proven yourself through revenue growth, etc. But now what you're doing is you're able to go in and say, okay, well, hey, I'm going to duplicate that. Now, not only will I be a production-based, now I'm going to go through and actually produce my next production-based leader. I'm going to go through and actually take I'm going to spend some time with that person that has more positional leadership and bring them up a notch or two as well. This is so important. Now, for a growing organization, it's so important to have people development, because when you develop the people, they go through and actually raise production and everything as well. Yeah,
people development is people follow you because of what you have done for them. And I like that too. Faris has, our CEO, I definitely identify you as the people development level, because you're definitely giving so much of you're developing us as leaders. Like, who invests thousands of dollars from the organization for a team of individuals just to sit down on a weekly call, doing work hours to learn different tools about how to handle a crucial conversation, or the different levels of leadership, or what are some things to think outside of the box when it comes down to your team. Those are things that you're investing in us. And so the more you're investing in us, the more we feel that we need to not only do our jobs well, but the more we need to produce for the company that's investing in us. And so I feel that that's so important. I want to read this little note. It says, this is where long-term growth occurs. Your commitment to developing leaders will ensure ongoing growth. Do everything you can to achieve to stay on this level. And so it's so much buy-in from us, Faris, that you see, that we see, that we don't want to go nowhere. It's like, you helping us with our relationships, you helping us with our finances, you trying to show us how to buy a house, you trying to show us how to get a car, you should learn about credit score, self-care, exercise, all of these things. And you're investing in us just not only with the business part, but these are things that we can work on a day-to-day basis with our everyday life. And so a production leader is definitely someone that thinks about the holistic of the person. Have a proven track record, but is investing in the teams.
And Caleb, I think one thing, just what you saying, that reflecting back, and this is where I'm going to go through and put a challenge out to my business owners out there, my individuals that are on teams as well. The goal is to go from that positional base to people development as quickly as possible, because this is where you're going to go through and see loyalty. This is where you're going to see people grow. This is where you're going to see the expansion of your vision grow within your business as well. And Caleb, that's one level where I'm proud to go through and say that that's what we are, but we're not stopping there. We're going through, and I would encourage you all as well, check it out. Like, as I go through and look over the past year, 2 years that I've been with the organization, I've seen so much growth. I've seen so much growth in our leaders. Our leaders are actually leading. They are developed leaders. Right. They're able to go out and make decisions. They've been given the tools to go through and do it. I trust them to go through and actually do it as well, because they've been given the tools to go through and do it. And so, again, I'm super proud of our organization. Again, I challenge any growing leader, not the managers. I challenge any growing leader to go through and pick up that book by John Maxwell, The 5 Levels of Leadership, because you'll see yourself in there and you'll be able to go through and see yourself grow. But Caleb, the people development is not the final stage. The fifth stage in the leadership ladder is the pinnacle level. The pinnacle level, this is what we seek after. This is like almost like a lifetime accomplishment. This is where that's what we're trying to grow to. That's why I'm personally trying to grow to, is to become a pinnacle level leader.
That's great.
A pinnacle level leader is more so of a leader that, if you just say their names, T.D. Jakes, pinnacle level. Right. President Obama, pinnacle level leader. These are individuals that say their names. They have led organizations that they've actually allowed other people to grow. They've made a difference in society. That's exactly the levels that I desire to go through and attain, but also I desire to go through and actually birth other Pinnacle leaders as well. And so I'm super excited about that, man. I'm super excited, man. What's your take on the Pinnacle leader, man?
Oh man, Pinnacle leader, that's Jesus.
Yep,
right there, Jesus. Jesus himself.
Yep,
he's the best definition of that.
Yeah.
A Pinnacle leader is someone follows you because of who you are. Yeah. And so not only do you have a proven record and you have the job title, and you build others up, but people know your name has gotten out there. And one person that I feel that is a Pinnacle leader, that her name is out there, I follow her on Instagram. I think it's called Bozeman, St. Bozeman or something like that. Her name is, she was the marketing manager for Netflix or marketing director for Netflix, and she's in different companies now. I don't know where she is right now, but St. John Bozeman, I think her name is Bozeman, but she is a leader. Like people follow her because of who she is.
Wow.
And so I think that's a great level of leadership that people want. People need that level of leadership, which people desire to strive to that level of leadership, which is the Pinnacle leadership.
Man.
And I think that's great. Let me see where I see myself. Can I point you where I see myself? So I think right now with me, I am between a 3 and a 4. And so I am between production and a personal development leader. And so I feel that people follow me because I do, I'm likable. I'm a good personality, but I do have proven records when it comes down to the facts, the objective facts about how to grow a department or how to grow an organization. And so I think that a lot of my followers there. So I want to venture off and get into the people development leaders. And so, Faris, what are some ways that I could do that? What are some ways that I could transition from a production leader right now into a people development leader?
Continuously desiring to grow. I think that's one thing is going through production, your numbers are beautiful. You're able to go through and stand up a department. Like when I say this guy, he can stand up a department and it can grow relatively quickly.
Right.
I've seen it happen time and time again. And so I think now is really taking the focus off not taking the focus off, knowing that you already mastered the production part. Now it's taking some time to focus on Caleb and realizing that Caleb has a responsibility to develop others. Whether you go through and develop that one person, then that one person turns into 2 people, then 2 people turn into 3 people. I think that right there is vitally important when you go through and evaluate yourself. And just like I said, like just being always in a position to learn, So when we talk about that position to learn, okay, so is learning new skills? Is what is that position to learn? Like if I'm trying to develop others, everything that you learn is never for you.
Okay. Ooh.
I learned that in life a long time ago.
That's a gem right there. What you just said.
I learned how to drive, not just for me. I learned how to drive because the people driving down the road, because I don't want to hit them, because they want to get home safely.
Gotcha.
And so what we do is not for us. The way when we lead is not just for us, it's for others. It's to show them what leadership looks like. It's to show them that production is possible. It's to show them that people development is possible. It's to show them that the pinnacle levels of success is possible as well. So I think just keeping the spotlight off of ourselves and saying, you know what? Okay, well, my goal is to show you what possibility looks like.
Right.
And if I can show you that a little kid that came from Sparta, Georgia, in a single wide trailer that used to eat free lunch every day to walk to Midway Elementary School can run a multi-million-dollar organization, that's what you can do. And I think that's what personal development does. It shows what possibility is. It passes it along.
Yeah, moving it from I, me, and mine to it should be inspiration for you.
Exactly.
And you can do it too.
Exactly.
Next level.
It's next level stuff. But Kayla, before we go for this, just like anything in life, what goes up can actually come down as well. And just because I view myself as on level 4 when it comes to personal development, I may view myself on that. But you also have to realize that the people that you lead or you think you may be leading as well, they have a perception of what position that you're in. Because I may say that I'm a level 4, but others may say, you know what, he's just my boss. Or, hey, he just write my paycheck. And so these are the things right here where the goal is to inspire enough people to go through and so they'll give you permission to lead them, and not just to go through and say, you know what, hey, that's my boss. So And it comes with great responsibility. What goes up can come down based off the decisions, based off of whatever you do in that position as well. So I can be a level 4 today. I can be a level 1 quickly tomorrow based off of decisions that I made as well.
And then also, I guess if you look at those different leaderships, it's more so like also you may be a level 4 in business, but you may be a level 1 in relationship.
Exactly.
Or you may be a level 3 in finances, and you may be a level 2 in emotions.
Totally true.
Okay, so it's kind of differentiating and learning where you are in that skill.
Exactly. And the goal is to be across the board. And that means you're working on all levels of life. And that's what the development, like you were talking about earlier, that's the thing that I aspire for our team to go through and do is be developed across the board. I don't want you to be successful at work and be a failure at home. Right. I want it to be all right across the board as well.
Right. That reminds me of that wheel that we talked about, like the 7 pillars of health.
Yep.
And so you have your finances, your spiritual, your emotional, all your different aspects. And then you pretty much kind of figure out where you are on that rating scale. On the scale of 1 to 10, and so you want to keep it between 9s and 10s. Yep. And so I like that.
Exactly.
So let me see, can I name all these leaderships again? Okay, let's start off. The first one was positional leadership.
Yep.
That's the lowest one.
Mm-hmm.
The second one was permission leadership. Yep. Okay. The third one was production.
Yep.
So people that were good in production. The fourth one was people development.
Yep, people development.
And then the last but not least is Pinnacle Leader.
Exactly, man.
Wow, that's amazing.
Man, like, again, like just taking a deep dive. We only went through and cracked open the can just a little bit. I would encourage each and every one of you to go through and actually pick up that book, to go through and read it, to go through and sit down and have a conversation with your teams, with your family members, to go through and see how do you all level up and grow?
Right.
How do you get from that level 1 leadership to that level 4, emerging onto that level 5 leader as well? So Caleb, tell them how to close out, man.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this episode with Conversation with the Homecare Guyz. I want you to go to Spotify or Anchor. Definitely type in Conversations with the Homecare Guyz. Click that follow button right there for us. We come out with episodes every Tuesdays and Thursdays. Definitely follow us on our social media platforms. My Instagram is Caleb Homecare CEO. What's your Instagram?
Mine is Homecare COO.
Homecare COO. So definitely follow us on Instagram. We're definitely friendly guys. We're definitely, if you DM us, we'll definitely type back and start some conversations.
Or try.
Or try. Exactly. But definitely with me, I'd probably respond back. And definitely like, share, tag, post on the social media outlets, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Definitely share our information. We definitely appreciate it.
Yes. Well, there you have it. This has been another great episode of Conversation with the Homecare Guyz, and we look forward to seeing you next time.